right, good morning. And let's have a seat and start with our breath meditation. Sit up tall. Start to feel the breath. This time that we have when we decide to practice together, we can create a really sweet and powerful container for focus on bringing the mind and body together, drawing the consciousness into the present moment. A friend of mine said something that I really liked. The body is the portal to the now. So if we can get into our bodies, bring our conscious awareness into the body, we can be in the present moment. Consciousness rides the breath, so bring your awareness into your body and into the present moment. Notice where the breath is falling into the body easily. Let it expand fully into those edges. A little bit deeper breath, just to feel a little bit more of an edge. Make it long and luxurious. Letting the breath coach the body into a posture that feels just incrementally better. Let's take the arms out to the side and do some band warming out to the sides here for the wrists. So this is going to create a couple of things, right? Of course, we're going to be doing the band warming. Get your fingers involved. Get the back of your hands involved. It's going to change the profile of the breath. With the arms out to the sides, the breath can't take the same shape. The muscles that hold the arms in place change the capacity and the spaciousness of the inner container. And it's going to be working your neck and shoulder muscles, so we'll start to build some heat. I do want to encourage you to draw your chin slightly back and tuck your tail slightly down to keep the spine vertical. Change directions on your wrists. So if you're like me, your deltoids are getting tired, especially if your arms are straight. Let's start to slowly take the arms up. Now, at 45 degrees here, how do the forearms feel when you do this twisting? Maybe a little higher. Notice how the breath opens up as you take the arms up. The muscles that constrain the inner container release a little bit here. Interlace the fingers and just hold the fingers, the hands vertical. Don't turn anything. Just reach up. And breathe. Now, a couple of breaths here, noticing what the breath capacity is. And then turn the palms towards the sky and see if that changes how much breath is available. Just a little rotation of the shoulders and the palms to the sky. Go ahead and release the fingers. Take the arms down to the sides. Palms up. Feel for the spaciousness of the breath. It's amazing how taking the arms up overhead and holding them there stretches the intercostal muscles, the muscles in between the ribs, and creates more space for the breath. All right, let's get the shoulders going. Take your time. Remember, as often as I don't say it, even when I do, slower is better. Change directions. All right, come to neutral. Let's come to tabletop. Curl the toes under, stretch the bottoms of the feet. Oh, even that, so simple. All right, let's make some circles. Warm up the hips and the shoulders. And then when you're ready, start pressing for an edge. Balance edge, strength edge, flexibility edge. Side belly can go out to the sides. Side ribs can press out to the sides. What do you feel in your shoulders? What do you feel in your shoulder blades? Right? There's a lot of sensation in the back body that's accessible. Not all of it particularly intense, but it's there. Good to practice tuning into subtle sensations in the body in these big movements as well as the obvious ones. Change directions. And let's come to neutral. Curl the toes under, lift the hips, walk your dog. Try to set the shoulders as early as possible in your practice, and a little gentle squeezing of the hands towards the midline. Feel the activation in the chest and the biceps. You'll know you're doing it. And walk your feet forward. Come into a forward fold. Walk your forward fold a little bit. And take the feet out to the sides. Wide-legged forward fold. Shift your weight left and right. And bend the knees, toes pointed slightly out, come into supported squat. Side to side. And we're going to go from here to figure eights with the hips. So you can keep the feet wide apart, or you can bring your toes in, heels in, toes in, and have your stance narrower. Whatever works for you. I'm going to stay a little wider apart today, but that doesn't mean that that's right for you. You pick what you want. And I think, as I've shared before, the wider the feet are apart, the more it's in the knees where you'll feel the activation energy. If you bring your feet in, it's more hips. So pick the sensation you want, go slow. We want to feel competent at our edges here. Change directions. Okay. Toes in, heels in, toes in. Come on up to standing. Shake it loose. And keeping the feet fairly close together, let's make circles with the hips. So you can even bring the feet all the way together. And this is going to offer us the opportunity to experience more of a balance challenge. Change directions. All right, come to neutral. Let's find our Tadasana. Big toes together or nearly so, outside of the feet parallel. Pada Bandha, lift the toes, spread them wide, grab the mat. Outer perimeters grabbing down. Inner arches rise. Rotate the thighs slightly in, feel the weight press into the outside of the heels, activation of the outer hips. Drop the tailbone down, engage the glutes, press the hips forward. Mula Bandha, pelvic floor in and up. Long through the core, shoulders up, back and down. Energy all the way down to each fingernail. Set those shoulders in just the right spot. Chin up, back, and slightly down. What's it like to breathe deep here in this fully engaged Tadasana? Inhale, arms up. Keep all this energy in the body. Feel the turn of the wrists, press, exhale, palms away. Stretching the palms towards the sides of the room and pressing down. Feel the turn, palms forward, inhale up. Nice long reach through the side ribs. Feel the turn of the wrists, articulate each joint in the fingers, press, exhale, palms away. Feel the turn, palms forward, inhale up. Feel the turn, press, exhale, palms away. Feel the turn, palms forward, inhale up. Palms facing on your exhale, stay here. Reach a little bit longer. Inhale. Straight up. Exhale. Heart space up, inhale, reach back. Tail stays tucked, so the curve is more sensation than actual movement. Palms facing, keep those elbows turned in, biceps towards the ears. Exhale. One more, inhale. In. Palms forward, hinge at the hips. Exhale, forward fold. And relax for a breath or two here. Let your head be heavy, let your neck be long. We're not going to stay too long here in this forward fold. We'll come back to it later. Another breath. Where's that breath go? Can you get it all the way into the kidneys, filling up the low back? All right, exhale, hands to body down to plank. Find your plank. Nice, long upper chest, straight line from ankle to shoulder. Slight tuck of the tail. Make sure the mid-belly is engaged. External rotation of the upper arms, chaturanga. And come into up dog. Gentle up dog to start. Maybe you can draw your shoulders back a touch or press them away from your ears. Draw your chin in. That's something we can do. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Tuck the chin, crunch your way into your down dog. As you come in for your landing, set your shoulders, feel it. Squeeze the palms in towards the midline, float your wrists. Make sure you feel that too. Feel the energy involved in that. Stack the bones. Lift the tail a little bit maybe, if you're ready for that. Find repose in your down dog. All right, let's do our three-legged dog flow. Okay, right leg straight up. Bend the knee. Loft the knee, twist and stack the hips. Keep pressing down into your right hand, so you're going to leave a little weight on that side as you reach the foot across the body to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Can you press your chest towards your toes a bit? Inhale. Exhale, square the hips fully, straighten the leg. Keep pressing your chest towards your toes. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, bend, loft, twist, and stack. Exhale. Another breath here. Inhale. Feel the stretch in the side belly if you can. Exhale, square the hips fully, straighten the leg. Press your chest towards your toes. Okay, this time 3 breaths. Bend the knee, loft, twist, and stack. Inhale. Exhale. Keep pressing down into your right hand. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, square the hips fully, straighten the leg. Press your chest towards your toes. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. 1 breath here. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the mat, hips to heels, release your wrists. Reband, warm your wrists. We're going to go to the other side. So we want to get these wrists back, ready to go. Really turn them in. Okay, ready? Tabletop. Then downward dog. Set your shoulders. Float your wrists. There's exertion in this in the hands. Squeeze those hands close in. Squeeze those hands in a little bit. Left leg straight up. Press your chest towards your toes. Hips fully square. Feel that activation of the outside of the right hand. Bend the knee. Loft the knee. Twist and stack the hips. Reach with the foot. Exhale. Keep the weight, some weight in that left hand. Inhale. Exhale. Square the hips fully. Straighten the leg. 2 more breaths. 2 more in the cycle. Bend the knee. Loft, twist, and stack. Exhale here. Reach maybe a little further. Inhale again. Exhale, square the hips fully, straighten the leg. 3 breaths this time. Inhale, bend, loft, twist, and stack. Reach. Feel that breath in the belly. Feel the stretch in the side belly. Exhale. Inhale again. Press your chest towards your toes a little, perhaps. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, square the hips fully, straighten the leg. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to keep going. Inhale. Take your right leg straight up. Bend the knee. Bring the foot forward between the hands. Take a breath here. Reach back with the heel, forward with the knee. Nice, long, active stretch through the groin. All right, back off that stretch a little bit. Take your hands off the mat. Square your shoulders over your front leg. Arms out to the sides. Hinge up, drawbridge style. Bend the back knee, bring the pelvis to vertical. Let's find our wobble a little bit here. Circles with the hips. Slower is better. I'm guilty of the same thing, trying to go too fast because I want to feel competent instead of going slow to find what's delicate and needing attention. Change directions. All right, come to neutral. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, hands forward to the mat. We're going to come into Warrior 3. So bring your weight forward into your front foot until your back foot has nothing to do. Then lift your back leg. So your knee is still bent here. Then press the torso horizontal with the leg. Take the hands off the mat. Now you're balanced on this bent knee. And press the body up. Hands to the heart, hands along sides, or hands overhead, whichever works for you. To come out, balance your way down, bending that front knee. Foot comes down to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, reach back, palms together. And hands to the mat. Back to plank. Find your plank. Okay, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Stay here for a breath. Exhale. Shoulders out of the ears. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, tuck the chin, crunch your way to down dog. Set your shoulders. Float your wrists. Squeeze those hands in so you feel it. All right, left leg straight up. Bend the knee, bring the foot forward between the hands. Reach the back heel back, front knee forward, feel the stretch. We're going to back off that stretch a little bit. Square your shoulders over your front leg. Arms out to the sides. Hinge up from the hips. Bend the back knee. Bring the pelvis to vertical. Hands to hips. Let's make circles with the hips. Find your wobble. Find the tentative places. Change directions. And to neutral. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, palms forward to the mat. Prepare to find your way to Warrior 3. Bring the weight forward into the front foot until the back foot has nothing to do. Back leg rises. Find your balance in that front leg. Torso comes up. Straighten the leg. Oh, it's challenging this morning. Hands to the heart or overhead or wherever they need to be. Focus on your foot. Where's the weight in your foot? To come out, bend the front knee gracefully. Feeling balanced all the way down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, reach back, palms together. Exhale, zero momentum, hands to the mat, back to plank. Breathe in. Out. In. Exhale, chaturanga. Rest here for a moment. Relax onto the mat. Feel how the ground, how the mat is supporting your front body. Okay, elbows beneath the shoulders. Little Sphinx here. Draw your chin in. Get used to the sensations here. Remember, we don't want to dump everything into the low back. So we want to try to keep this line here kind of flat. And try to draw the curve into your thoracic spine, into your ribs. If you squeeze the muscles at the base of the ribs, just at the top of your kidneys, you can start to feel a more constructive way of experiencing the exertion sensation in Sphinx. And if you press down into your forearms and draw your heart space forward, chin in, get that curve to happen in the upper back. Okay, go ahead and release back down to the mat. And let your back be at ease. Now, I know you think we're going to go into Savasana here, but we're not. We're going to come up into upward dog. So high cobra. And then lift the hips, up dog. How does this feel now, having been in Sphinx? Do you find more space for the front body to open, the upper chest to open? Breathe into your belly. And tuck your chin. Inhale. Tuck your chin, downward dog. Press your chest towards your toes. Lift your tail. Press your chest towards your toes. Is there openness? So a little bit more openness in the shoulder joint here. Just paying attention to the thoracic vertebrae and the ribs in a stretch like Sphinx can open up a bunch of things here. Okay, we're going to come to Warrior 2. Take your right leg straight up. Bend the knee, bring the foot forward between the hands. Ground the back heel. Cartwheel up, windmill up to Warrior 2. Okay, try to get those hips aligned. The knee over the ankle, right? Not tilted in or out, so the hips are flat. If you can turn the back toes a little bit forward, between 15 and 30 degrees from the parallel with the short edge of the mat, that's optimal, whatever that means. Arms out to the sides. Feel the power of the thrust forward and how to absorb the blow back into your back heel, right? Bring that weight down into your back heel. Okay? Just hang out here for a minute. Well, a couple of breaths. Feel the power here. Inhale, reverse. Stretch. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Reach. Hips are still flat, right? So coming down, we don't change the hips. Keep everything flat. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Arm to the sky. Feel this. It's right through the hip here, from the top of the hip into the belly. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Okay, if you got a block, grab a block, and we're going to come into half moon. Okay. Walk the back foot in. Bring the right arm down. Find the block. Bring the weight forward into the front leg. Wherever that block needs to be. Find your balance. Stack the hips. Focus on the weight as it lands in your foot, because your foot is the control place. It's where the buck stops. The rubber meets the road. Half moon. Come out. Bend the front knee until you are able to gracefully place the back foot onto the mat. Back to warrior two. One more reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat. Raise the back heel. Take an inhale. Exhale to downward dog. Set your shoulders, float your wrists. Squeeze the palms in. You know, the squeezing the hands in needs refreshing in the same way that the Mula Bandha needs refreshing. Right? It's easy to forget to do it. Okay, left leg straight up. Bend the knee, bring the foot forward between the hands. Ground the back heel. Windmill up to warrior two. Okay, so just check your hips, right? Sometimes we're almost sort of quasi warrior one here. Let's try to align the front heel with the back arch. Get the knee lined up with the foot. This back leg straight. Arms out. The power of the thrust and the ability to ground a counterforce into the back foot. Feel that. See, how do I look? Am I straight? Huh? Inhale. Exhale, reverse. Reach. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Again, find your power. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Keep the hips lined up. Don't twist the hips to come down. If you need to have a tall block here so that your hip stays lined up, keep the hips flat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Find the power right away. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Reach. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Get ready for half moon. Walk the back foot in. Get your block out in front. Bring the weight forward into your front leg. Raise the back leg. Balance first. Movement second. Probably want to keep a little bend in that front knee. This is really the most challenging posture. The most challenging balance posture, I find. To stay in control here. Okay, to come out, bend the front knee. Gracefully place the back foot down onto the mat. Back to warrior two. Make it a good one. Still nice and clean. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat. Back to plank. Okay. Nice and long through the upper chest. Straight line from ankle to shoulder. Draw the chin in. And chaturanga. And relax. Okay. Bend your right leg. Grab your right ankle. If you can't quite grab your ankle, one of the things you can do is to make it a little easier to get it to hold of the ankle is to take the knee out to the side a little bit. Right? Might be easier to grab it. And then sort of draw it back in. Feel the thigh stretch. You can press the hip into the mat, engage the glute a little bit to feel the stretch. We want to give the thighs a little room here. Okay, go ahead and release that side and switch sides. I can't really turn my head the other way because of my microphone, but you can. Press the hip into the mat. Feel the thigh stretch. Give the quads a chance to breathe here a little bit. All right, go ahead and release the foot. Okay, so we have options here. We can grab the feet or we can not. You can have your arms alongside or you can have them overhead. Now, I personally, and you can have them out to the sides as well, right? You can have them like Superman style. I kind of like having them along my sides because it gives me a different opportunity to engage my upper back. You can do superhero back if you want. This one is a lot harder, and I want to suggest that we forego that for today. Okay? So we're going to do our locust pose. Draw the chin up, the heart space up. Draw the chin in. Right? So we're not cranking the neck. Then lift the thighs. Shoulder blades drawn together. Heart space drawn towards the sky, right? So take the space behind your heart up. Breathe. One more breath in. And release. Relax. Another easeful breath. We'll do that again. And you can bend your knees and grab your feet if that works for you. If you want to if you're struggling to grab your ankles, take your knee out to the side a little bit. See if that helps. Drawing the heel close to the glute, and then bring it back in. Okay. Lift the chin, lift the heart space, lift the thighs. You're on your belly now. Breathe. Shoulder blades drawn together. Chin in. One more breath in. And release back down to the mat. We'll do that one more time. So either locust or bow pose, whichever works for you. All right. Draw the chin in, lift the chin, lift the heart space, shoulders back, lift the thighs, breathe. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Everything in the upper back is engaged. One more breath in. And release. Relax. Feel the support of the earth. And just for a few breaths here, we've got nothing to do but feel relaxed. Okay, hands beneath the shoulders. Press the body up to tabletop. Curl the toes under, press yourself up into downward dog, and then walk your feet forward, come into a forward fold. Head is heavy, neck is long. Bend the knees so that your low back can relax. Bobblehead. Let your neck and head be so relaxed that it's like a pendulum. Shoulders and shoulder blades melting off your back. Bend your elbows. Place the pinky side of your hand into your elbow crease. Suspend your shoulders. Where does the breath go here? Can you bring it into the base of your neck? The idea that you could inflate the muscles along your spine, in between your shoulder blades, all the way up and down your spine, from your hips, from your pelvis, all the way up to the base of your skull with the breath. What does that feel like to try to expand all that with the breath? The inner container of the breath pressing from the inside to stretch all along your spine. Okay, release the arms and walk your forward fold. Let's really get the glute stretch going now. So dropping straight side, weight goes into the straight side heel, straight side hip goes back. Bent side knee bends a little further. Bent side shoulder drops down. Get the outside of the leg activated here. Get the glute activated. You can even add a twist here. Right? So just with the bent side hand. So like everybody take your right leg to be your straight side leg. Left shoulder down. Left hand grabs the outside of the ankle, the outside of the right ankle. We do this, a more complicated version of this sometimes, but just for right now, just see if you can get that torso twist here. Oh. And then switch sides, go to the other side. One more each side. Give yourself some nice room here in this twist. Stretch the glute, the side, the abdominal obliques. If your hamstring is dominating the sensation, bend that knee a little bit so that it doesn't. Okay, last one. Last. Finish it out. Balance side. And release. Okay, toes out, heels out, toes out, heels out. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. Shimmy your hips left and right. Knees essentially straight here. Feeling that stretch as you draw the right inner thigh towards the left ankle. Feel the adductor stretch, the groin stretch, side to side. And turn the toes out, bend the knees. Come into a nice deep squat. Hands on the mat so you can, almost like Malasana, we're dropping the tail down and rock from side to side here. And then take your knees to the mat. Come to a seat. Just take a moment to figure out how your body's feeling. And do a little Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Hinge forward at your hips. Imagination, what's going on here? Okay. Draw the belly forward. Belly, navel towards the toes. So the chest is a little bit open. The back is flat. One more breath. And press your body back up. Use your hands to draw your knees in. Let's do half bow. So line up your left leg along the mat. Roll onto your left hip. Grab your right ankle. Draw the thigh back. Feel that thigh stretch first. Now, from here, if you want more, you can lower your body down a little bit. But you can, I mean, it's totally normal to be here, right? To just be grabbing and stretching and pulling back. If it's in your practice and you can ground the, so you can be holding, or you can ground and hold, and if there's still room, you can roll back a little bit, right? Just feeling the thigh. Now you're bound to get a little hip flexor happening here. Right, so this is like another way of a variation on the way we do our half bow. We haven't really drawn the bowstring because the upper body is not really engaged in the stretch. So it's still just really about the thigh. Okay. Now let's get ready to draw the bowstring. Okay. Hand on the ankle. And if you want to have your block to add the twist, have that handy. Draw the bow. So the hip comes forward, the shoulder is open, the chest is open. And so if you want, you can ground the top of the foot into the mat, add the twist, forearm on the block perhaps, or you can stay in the bow, pulling on the string. Whichever one works for you today. Chest open. Heart space, offering your heart to the sky. One more breath. And gently release. Unwind your twist. If you're in it, use your hand to release your foot. Extend the leg. And we'll switch sides. Bend the left leg, grab the left ankle. Feeling for the thigh stretch first. However that's going to work for you. Maybe it's just pulling the heel towards the glute and drawing the knee back. Maybe it's grounding the top of the foot into the mat and lowering the torso down. Forearms feels good to me. Getting my thigh to soften. Feel for the thigh stretch. What can you do to facilitate the thigh unbracing here in a way that feels safe? Feels enlivening, vitalizing. All right, one more breath. And let's draw the bow. Grab your ankle. Pull back. Pull that bowstring. Chest open, heart space offered to the sky. If you want to add the twist, ground the top of the foot into the mat. Twist onto a block or onto the floor, whatever feels good to you. Couple more breaths here. Gently unwind your twist. If you're in the twist, use your hand to release your leg. Roll down onto your back. If you got that block, we're going to just very briefly pop into a supported bridge. Place the block underneath your sacrum, pelvis. Really sag your exhales here. Linger in your exhales. One more breath. And press your hips up. Take the block away. Draw your knees up. Massage your hips, pelvis, and sacrum by making circles with your hips. Grab your feet for happy baby. And you can play a little bit with your happy baby. Straightening one leg, bending the other, taking the legs overhead if that feels good. Just another couple of breaths here, relaxing into this preparatory posture. Savasana. What's going to feel good to you right now? And then extend your legs long on the mat for Savasana. Feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Ankles and thighs soft and relaxed. Slight tuck of the chin to create length in the back of the neck. Palms up, elbows slightly bent, shoulder blades pressed softly into the mat, flat. Feel the energy of your practice. Maybe we worked some muscles today that we haven't worked in a while, balance postures. There's luxury in the sensation of having explored those exertions. Let your body rest. Feel the weight. Flesh of your forehead slipping down the sides of your temples, softening your brow. You can feel that. Gravity softening your brow. The weight of your cheeks, your eyelids, your eyes. The weight of your sinuses, the roof of your mouth, your teeth, your jaw. And remember, your jaw isn't just your chin. It isn't just that part that sticks out in the front. It's also the piece that connects along your throat and your ears. Feel the weight of that. Let that drop down towards the earth. Maybe you can even feel the weight of the tip of your nose. Relaxing down the neck to the shoulders and down the arms to the wrists, the palms, and the fingertips. weight sinking down. Earth. That's really all it is. Just you're just earth. Same down your legs, from the hip joint through the thighs, the knees, the ankles, soles of your feet, toes. Let everything sink, including tension, discomfort, ama in Ayurveda. Anything that's a waste product that can just sink down. Noticing that with every inhale something rises, with every exhale something settles. Let your breath create space for the settling. Every exhale, a surrender, an unbracing. Let this settling be your Savasana. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel the coolness of the breath coming into the body, through your nose, down the front aspect of your spine, all the way down to your root. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Flex your wrists and ankles. Bring your awareness to your heart space. Take a nice big breath into your heart, arms up overhead. Reach. Make fists. Squeeze the fists. And then bend the fists in. 2 or 3 times. Feel that stretch in the back of the wrists, the back of the forearms. Engage triceps and shoulders with a gentle squeeze. Chest and back with a squeeze. Belly, squeeze. Hips, glutes, and thighs, squeeze. Calves and feet, squeeze. Reach. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Roll onto your left side. Draw your knees up into a gentle fetal position for just a breath or two. Mountain meadow breath here. Boundless, open space in the belly and in the back. And keeping your belly soft, press down with your right hand and your left forearm. Use your arms to come up, and we'll close our practice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Activate the fingers, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last one, keep drawing the breath in. Arms up. Reach back. Lift the chest, open the side ribs. Hold it open at the top. In. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's take our hands to our forehead as a reminder to practice the power of kind thoughts, especially towards ourselves. And to our lips as a reminder to practice the power of kind words, especially towards those with whom we disagree. And to our hearts as a reminder to practice kind intention, kind action towards all of creation. For all my wise teachers, for this beautiful morning, for such wonderful company, and for this precious practice, I am truly grateful. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me this morning. I love you guys. Thanks for coming.